I know you have all the cards. Do you have all the skins too? Not anymore. I very recently stopped buying all of them. I no longer get any joy out of collecting digital products, so I'm never gonna do it again. I'll still get ones that I like, but I'm not gonna like try to have a collection. I think having a collection of a digital product is stupid, and I'm stupid and have been stupid for a long time in this regard. So yeah. The thing is though, I would have stopped sooner for sure if I hadn't been streaming. So when Hearthstone first came out, collecting skins was fine because they were only releasing them once or twice in expansion and only after a time. Like they really dipped their toes into the water with it for a long time. At a certain point around Scholomance, I think, is when they cranked it up to 11. And at that point, I definitely would have been out if I wasn't justifying it by I'm trying to make streaming a career, so I'm purchasing something for my business. So that's why I kept doing it for as long as I did. And so the collection kept mattering to me, but I definitely would have stopped sooner as soon as they changed it from only having a few cosmetics to having a crap ton. Is this the stream of all time? It is. Thought Blizzard would give you free skins so that more people can see them and buy skins. That'd be cool. That would make sense. They used to give, they've never given it to me, but they used to give free skins to streamers. I know people who have had free skin bundles, but it occurs to me that I haven't seen them advertised in a while. So maybe they haven't actually continue doing that. But so it always annoys me when the full art for a new portrait isn't available on the Game Press site, because I was using those as a way to promote my video as having new content in it. So, oh, we have Consume Magic in here somewhere, don't we?
They will never catch me. It's art.
Come on, Consume Magic, let's go. No. Chat, not getting Consume Magic is so devastating to me.
Time always runs out.
Might be okay though. Rest of the stuff is mega cheap. As soon as we get a lifesteal thing, we could just win. But anyway, so like I would be getting them to be like, hey, look, this video contains new content, but without the full art available, I don't have a good picture to put on a thumbnail. So like that's kind of part of it for me, is like without bothering someone to specifically give me the full art for something, I can't advertise a new portrait in my thumbnail. And I was wanting to like get all the new things and make a video for each one, and so since that was difficult, I think I just lost a little bit of steam on that too. So yeah. Oh no! We had so many other things in our hands. Chat, is Hearthstone the worst game ever? Thoughts? Why did that dirty rat hit the only thing that mattered? Did they not get to do it twice? Chat, wait. Is Hearthstone the best game after all? Oh, it is. We win. Unless we don't. Hold on. Hold on, chat. There's still hope. There's still hope, chat. We just needed to get something else here. Ugh. Oh. Alright. I mean... they must have drawn all of their Mok'Nathal lions. So they couldn't win. We might not be able to win. But they just left? If I could revert one nerf, what would I do? Just double checking. I know which one I'm going to pick, unless I can think of something better. Nothing's coming to mind that beats Harpoon Gun. So Hunter's Harpoon Gun got its buff reverted. So it used to discount 3 after it got buffed, and then it got reduced to 2 again. That's the card I think I missed the most. Most of my beloveds have been nerfed already, or have been reverted already. So like Raza was the revert that I wanted the most ever. Then Wild Growth and Fiery War Axe also got reverted. So I think everything that I was like really wanting to get reverted has already been reverted. In the case of Fiery War Axe, it happened too late, but then I think a contender would be like Possessed Lackey, but Possessed Lackey doesn't just need to get reverted, it needs to get buffed, or it needs to have like better things it can pull or something. So yeah, I'm gonna have to restart the game. Stupid buggy client, hate it. So I guess I wouldn't waste my one revert on Possessed Lackey without more context. Raza being nerfed for so long was crazy. Raza being nerfed at all was crazy. That's my opinion. Like, Raza and Patches got nerfed because Standard could not take another month and a half of it. Like, they had to do something about it. And in the patch notes, they're like, well, this is for Standard, but also for the history of Wild, or for the future of Wild, makes sense to nerf these things. This was before they did reverts, and back when I was in more of an opinion that Wild shouldn't get any nerfs at all, which I think is an opinion that made more sense at the time, even if I don't necessarily share it now. So getting a nerf was like a death sentence back then. I was so upset. It was like, it almost made it to Wild where it was fine. Like, Raza was a really strong deck in Wild, but it like had real counters at the time. Like, Malygos Druid was just becoming popular and Raza couldn't beat that. Are you playing Il'gynoth for fun, or do you think it's better WinCon than Arana? I am playing Il'gynoth because Maxibon1234, famous Masters Tour winner, says this deck is good. And so I felt like trying it.
Who's hiding now? Another card? My hands aren't big enough.
Another card? My hands are chunky. Does not look like I can make the effect go off.
Another card? My hands aren't big enough.
What up, Ogre?
Real fake gold.
Do I have that mage skin? I do. I don't think I've ever used it. I don't like it at all. Can my opponent cut it out with the alibis? I hate that card. Stop it. He also said 40 card tech pile hand buff paladin is good and it hurts you to play it. I'm interested in trying that. I saw that one. I really want mana burn. I want it so much, chat. I want it so much, chat. What are we at? We are at 4 cards, which is too many. Don't think we need all of those. Alright, I'm at 5. Should I just swing? I'll draw 4, but everything important is my hand already, and I could potentially get these out. And a mana burn. Yikes. Looks like did not get things I wanted. You hate to see it. That was not like efficient board trading. I was just trying to get everything in under the rope. Hey, Elgi dodged. Look at that, chat. I knew Elgi could do it. Good for him. How do they have so much spell power? Why did this deal 6? Oh, because of the artificer. I'm dumb. Silly dumbies. All right, can I kill right now? I don't have anything to target my own stuff, so I can't.
Alone with my thoughts.
Stupid pirate. Hey, there we go. We're gonna overdraw some stuff. Ooh, another good rat hit. Nice quest, thank you. If you can believe it, the quest has already served its purpose. The whatchamacallit in here is not actually necessary. Is this even math? Like, I put this out, I'll have spell damage +4, this will double it. So this will end up dealing 5 to their face, and then it will deal 20, and then these can just go through. It's definitely lethal, right? For sure. Yay! How do we feel about this? Kind of into it. Big Math just wants you to just wants to sell you more letters and numbers. Silly Big Math. What are they doing over there? So right now I have a video for today. I'm working on a video for tomorrow. I could make a video for the next day. I'd like to have at least 3, so I think I'll play one more deck after this one. Yo, it's a stream of all time. It really is. How you doing, QB? Uh-oh. Well, that seems decent. Then the following turn I do this. Then I do this. Then I profit. I don't know. You know, I'm just out here doing stuff. Keeping it 100. How am I supposed to beat stupid ice block? Stupid poopy ice block with its butt. With its stinky butt. Chat. I don't like it. Oh, it's explosive runes. Perfect. That's not ice block at all. Chat, that's not ice block at all. Which I think is just great. You're doing quite alright. How am I doing? You know, I'm just keeping it a million, a jillion even. Is this a full rap playlist? I haven't been paying attention. It's 2010 bangers.
No.
You wouldn't get it.
Keeping it real as to speak? Yep. Oh, it's this quest. Chat, I've been operating under the assumption that it was open the waygate this whole time. We're up against quest line. All right, sick. And yes, you're correct. I could have checked which one it is based on that. Quest line mage. The mage that's not quite as annoying as quest mage. Ooh. Open the waygate has stopped existing. You say that. You say that. You say that A, like it's true, which I guess it is a little, but also like people don't play spaghetti things all the time against me. All right, you never know. You never know what an opponent will be up to. Should I save this for next turn? I think so.
They will never catch me. Anyone ought to a ghoul to the face.
I still get angry when my opponent plays Waygate. What about Immune Secret, though? That is a secret. That is a secret. Something about Questline Mage is just cooler than Waygate. I don't know, I think Open the Waygate Mage was really cool. Unfortunately, it's a little cringe to run into often. Well, poop. This is not a very good swing.
You wouldn't get it.
IMHO. We sure got a lot of pirates from that. We sure got all our pirates from that. It's not lethal yet.
Time always runs out.
Anyone ought to a ghoul to the face.
I can't strike
I think it's guns to be next turn though. Arrest him, Reddit police who said Quest Mage is cool. Unlucky. How is this deck on, Marshy? I think I lost to Charge Druid and I've otherwise won. Yep, 3-1. I got Charge Druided once. Otherwise good. I cannot make it work. KVLT tells me skill issue and your feelings hurt. Have you tried not having a skill issue? I like how slow everything just came out there. So anyways, boop 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 is 5 mana. That's 6 mana. So I can't play all of them. I can. Is it legal? I feel like it is legal. And if it isn't legal, I can just be sad about it. Right? That's the play. Seems pretty legal to me. Hi Martian, hi chat. Yes, the stream of all time right now. What up, Blam? What it does. Blam, you once told me that I should consider not using plastic bottles. And I want you to know that whenever I refill or open up a plastic bottle, I think about that. You know, when you try to like make someone make smarter decisions or convince somebody of a superior way of thinking, or like, I don't want to say like that, but like, you know, like you all probably have family members that have like political differences that are, you know, like political opinions that are different from yours, right? So you'll know how it is to like express something that you think is really important and needs to be changed about the person you're talking to, or like needs to be not changed but like needs to be expressed. You'll have serious topics where it's really important to you that someone else sees it from your point of view, and you'll hope that they'll take it to heart and make changes in their life about it. You guys know what I'm talking about. And I think a lot of people get depressed and view other people as like bad people because one conversation with somebody, can often get heated, but also isn't going to actually make any difference in their behavior. So oftentimes when you try to make a difference in the world on a local scale, which is all you can expect from yourself, right? Like your only obligation to the rest of the world is to do your best on a scale that makes sense. And for most people, it's just, you know,
Who's hiding now?
within the lives of your friends and family. So what you're doing is you're planting the seeds of an argument that as that person that you talk to goes about the rest of their life can be built upon by other people. So what I'm trying to say is like, this is an example of seeds being planted that will either bear fruit as more people get on my case about it, or as I have more time to reflect upon it or shift into, you know, a stage of my life where I have more control over these sorts of things. So Blam might not ever see me transition completely away from drinking out of plastic bottles, right? You know, Blam planted that seed and it's in here, and I think about it every time I drink out of a plastic bottle. But by the time that has had a real impact on my everyday life, Blam might, like, I might have stopped streaming, which is Blam's access to me. So even though Blam made a difference by having that conversation once, or like bringing it up once, there's no payoff. So that's just kind of like, if you're frustrated at how little your impact on society is, you know, just think about that. Like, just because you're not seeing the fruits of your labor doesn't mean you haven't made a difference, I guess. That's all. He thinks about it but uses it anyway. Get wrecked, sea turtles. Change isn't fast. Like real effective permanent change. I think part of the reason why rhetoric is so hostile is because people expect change to happen immediately, and it's not realistic.
We'll just have a little peek.
My opponent has a dead man's hand in their hand. I mean, I guess. I don't know. What am I listening to? Oh my goodness. No Yogg for you. Thank you, Martian, for your thoughtful feedback. I got you. Seeds being planted, was that perhaps a reference to the popular Druid Hearthstone card Poison Seeds? Yes. Marshy's saying, get wrecked sea turtles, yum yum microplastics. Yes, that's it. In the end, the only person you can change is yourself. My goal with making an impact is to shine bright myself with my values, and then people will copy it eventually. I think there's definitely an in-between. I think you can't expect to be able to actively change and see the rewards for your efforts every time, all the time. I think you have to just do your best, express yourself, and, you know, hope that it has impact eventually. So 4, 5, 6.
Alone with my thoughts.
So I don't have the mana for more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. I should just do this.
My quest, my revenge, and all that's here. The time has come to dethrone my master.
We found the last China Dead Man's Hand enjoyer. Is this a China build? If you expect other people to change after you tell them to, you will just get mad, in your opinion. You change yourself and they will change themselves. That's my whole point, is that if you expect immediate results from your conversations, like that's everything I was just talking about. So the point was, just because you don't see the fruits of your labor does not mean you've made progress. So keep talking to people. And even if you don't ever see the payoff, that doesn't mean that you didn't get the payoff. That's my only point. I think retreating into yourself and thinking that you can't have impact on the rest of the world is a negative, which is where I'm at right now. I'm a political nihilist. So I guess I'm talking to myself as much as I'm talking to any of you. I know better. I just it's, you know, it's discouraging.
Can't hold more cards.
Goodbye, parachute. You will be missed by someone, if not me. So anyways, here's this. 1, 2, 3, 7. So still not enough. Is it enough for lethal though? I didn't even count it. Like if I could. Okay, so if I just play these two, then all of my stuff will take. It is lethal. It's definitely lethal now. Unless it isn't. You know what they say, chat. Unless it isn't. So this is gonna deal a jillion damage doubled, right? It's gonna deal 18 doubled, isn't it? Isn't it? No. Hold on. Did I mess up? Oh no.
They will never catch me.
Always runs out.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone ought to a ghoul to the face.
Okay, yeah, I messed up. But it's okay, chat. Because, you know, it's not okay. So this is the best deck? It is a deck. The reason why discourse is so hostile and toxic these days is because the language used by mainstream commentators is so extreme that people literally think if they don't convince people that their opinion or what they see as the truth, then the world is going to end. Sure, I mean, that's a contributing factor. I don't think I opened Uncle Iroh's stream. People can't see the whole plant a seed, watch it grow viewpoint because they're like, nah, you need to be convinced that you're wrong now, otherwise we're all doomed. I think that's a contributing factor. I don't know that it's the whole of it, but yes. I don't disagree at all. In fact, I agree. All right, chat, I need 6 more damage. And I messed up, chat. Shouldn't have gone in when I did. Oh, let's draw 5 parachutes. 5 parachutes, let's go. That's not 5 parachutes. Oh? Unlucky. So close, chat. Look at this. Look how close we are. It's okay, the removal deck won't have removal. Yeah, I don't really want to super get into a big political discussion, but I do think my opponent is stupid or evil as, like, that's all that either party has to say about the other these days. And like, I do think it's not true. I do think that rhetoric is completely extreme right now, but I don't know. It's like, I don't think that's like, missed a damage. I suck. I lose. Oh my goodness, chat. Am I the worst Hearthstone player of all time? Oh, it didn't matter. No, I didn't miss a damage. I was thinking, like, I went to it thinking, all right, this 1 from the parachute and 4 from the weapon. All right. We're good. So I don't know. I think there are a lot of perspective differences on a lot of popular issues where even if one person, like not one person, even if one side of the issue, if you look at the side of the issue from all directions, even if one side of it with complete information and opened up point of view, even if one side of it is has an objectively worse solution or view on the subject, that doesn't mean that they don't have good reasons for looking at it the way that they do, right? So the only way to fix that is to continue to have discourse and get other people to the point where they can look at it with the complete information and all the points of view. And so there are a lot of issues that don't get talked about because everyone is so impatient that they just assume stupidity or evil, when really just talking it out will eventually get them there, even if you're not the final person to have to talk to that person about the subject, right? Like, you talking about the subject plants the seed, and then 7 people down the line, maybe it starts to sink in. And if enough people have these conversations over enough period of time, then more people have the right perspective and we can start having good solutions to problems. But just assuming that the other side is stupid or evil, and that being their motivating factor for having their crappy, not even crappy, just like suboptimal view on an issue, inhibits, like, you're not helping when you assume that about the other person, or get impatient that you don't get the results you want right away. So my whole point in all this is, like, even if you're not seeing the progress when you make the effort, keep making the effort. And you might never see the direct fruits of your labor, but you are part of a process for a person to change their point of view, even if you're not the final person to have the discussion where they actually have a flip in their opinion, if that makes sense.
I see you brought I see you brought guests.
Word flip. Okay, so it's a showdown of showdowns, chat. Showdown of showdowns. Who's the showdowniest? I had a very wholesome friend that tried to plant a seed on me forever, and he never gave up on it. Now that I think about it, MartianBuu. Did it get there eventually? The world would be a better place if more people were empathetic and understanding. Yep. Should I coin this? Maybe I'll just do this and save my coin. Is that even a good idea? I don't know. Maybe it isn't. At the very least, if I feel like I have to, I can sigil coin this thing next turn. Yes, actually. I've definitely come around on things because I've heard of it from repeated sources. Like, there's a lot of things that I don't want to name specifics, honestly. But there are issues where I've had to hear the argument a few times, like over the course of years, for me to change my opinion on it. There are a lot of things where I could, if I'd said my current opinion on them to myself from 10 years ago, 10 years ago me would scoff. So there are issues where, you know, like a lot of people have said things to me and they have no idea that I've grown on that perspective because I don't talk to them anymore, or it was like an acquaintance that I wouldn't be familiar with anymore, you know. So it happens. It's a shame that, like, you don't get to ever see the fruits of your labor when it comes to actually changing someone's heart, but still worth doing, he said to chat and also to himself.
They will never catch
Who's hiding now? Whoever plays quest reward first wins. You think so? We love that your stream and chat are chilling, relaxed, and not toxic. Hope this will go on for years. We're trying. Fingers crossed. To be fair, it's also not necessarily never, but it is infrequent enough to not be expected. Yeah, for sure. You know, sometimes you get to see the fruits of your labor, sure. Chat. Gonna play this, I guess. Wait, is this really not playable? No! Hope we don't overdraw anything important. Glide the Kurtrus? It would be something. They have a long way to go before they get their Kurtrus out. Maybe I will get to be first Kurtrus and win. No. That hurt my feelings. Il'gynoth, if you're on the top of my deck, I will never forgive you. By the way. Just saying. Thank you. Good job, Il'gynoth. So yeah, I'm gonna play Monoburn. I know I'm gonna play Monoburn. I need to play an Outcast if I have one. The only one I have is this one. Well, I have this, right? Alright, so then do I want to play the Sigil? If I don't play it now, I'm never playing it, right? I think it's okay to play it. Does this playlist suck, by the way? Like, I have not been paying attention. Should I find a new one? Glide! Oh, thank goodness I played this, huh?
They will never catch me.
What makes Vengeful Walloper a demon, Mr. Streamer, as a wowhead yourself? This looks like a demon hunter in their metamorphosis form.
Who's hiding now?
Which is them, their demon form. Aren't there demon hunters in that form that aren't demons, though? Okay, chat. Can we just merp them here? I think the answer is no. No. Playing both of them seems potentially devastating.
Time always runs out.
So we'll just, I guess, sacrifice one of those and hold on to one. Okay. Maybe we should have gotten rid of this one. Because I forget where the position of the other one was, so maybe it doesn't matter. How do you do the maths on the OGK? I don't. I just breathe. So it's 1 and then spell damage and then doubled. And then doubled if I have multiple of them out. How's that? So I can doubled. So double to 2, double to 4. So that's 12, which is legal. Is it not? Seems like legal to me. I got the games to make 3 or 4 videos with the stream I used for this video and the last one. One more deck, which I will showcase either tomorrow or Tuesday, is Hand Buff Paladin. But I also have the option of doing another Reno Druid video, where the games themselves actually aren't that interesting, but I felt like the discussion was interesting. And the reason I haven't made it yet is I think it's going to be a tougher edit than some of these other ones, so I'm kind of waiting until whatever day I wake up with a lot of vigor and early on, rather than try to force it on any other day of editing. And that video basically starts with me reflecting on some of my shortcomings as a streamer, boosting off the ice block discussion and comments from one of my videos the other day. So if I make that video, it's going to reference the video from the day before, which was the video from the day before this stream. It's gonna be like 3 or 4 videos behind that video whenever it comes out. Anyways, so yeah, I haven't decided whether I'm actually gonna put that one out or not, but I got so many comments on the Reno Lock video I posted the other day, because the beginning discussion was about ice block and a lot of people had opinions on it. So easily 90% of the comments I got to that video were about the initial discussion. You know, there were very few talking about the actual Reno Lock deck or talking about the outro or whatever, the type of comments that I typically get for one of these videos. And circling back to areas where I fall short as a streamer, I wish I could capitalize on that, right? Like, it would be so great to know what to say at the beginning of each of these videos that tons of people would want to comment on them. You know, that video did very well. That video is back to like normal viewership, pre-Marshy channel drop off viewership. And you know, maybe the initial discussion being interesting for viewers was the catalyst for it to do so well. So anyways, navigating the interests of viewers and surfing the algorithm are important roles in having a successful career on YouTube, and I definitely don't think I have the mastery I would have liked to have. But a lot of people don't. It's very fickle. It's hard to understand, and a lot of it is luck based. But anyways, so just some more musings on how to be an effective streamer, I guess.